Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, good to see you again. I'm glad to have you. These messages are timeless and they will be received by those who need to hear them. So, as always, if the message doesn't apply, let it fly, and you're always welcome to come back for the next one. But today we're going to discuss uh, the feeling of discouragement or being under psychic attack from the darkness. Now, a lot of times when we're ascending into the next dimension, especially when we get really close to our goal, the psychic attacks begin. Personally, I've been going through that myself these past couple of days, and it's been a little bit of a rough ride, but I'm getting through it, and thank God I'm here to put out another video. And when I say psychic attacks, it's very important to understand that these attacks don't only come from strangers. A lot of the times they come from people we know. Subconsciously, they are vessels being used by the dark to attack people who are on a journey of spiritual enlightenment. And that's who the dark uses most to discourage us. People that we know, people that we feel that we can trust or that we look up to. They'll say a certain word to discourage us, and you won't even know where it comes from. But it's not from them. That's what you have to understand. It's not their fault. It's just where they're at on this journey and where you're at on this journey. It's just two different levels, two different planes, and neither of them are going to meet until the lower vibration decides to elevate itself. But in the meantime, what we need to do is we need to learn how to deal with these attacks, okay? And not by attacking back, because that's not helpful. That's just putting more chaos into the universe, and you don't want that, especially when you're trying to manifest. You don't want any type of negativity coming in, not from anything or anyone. You don't want to internalize that. You don't want to hold it. And if you are internalizing it, the best thing to do is to transmute it, you know, send it back out into the universe and let the universe handle it and do what's best with it. But take that off your shelf. You don't need it. You don't need to carry that with you. And you can't carry it with you into the higher dimensions. You will not be able to elevate unless you're able to look deep within inside yourself and cancel out all that negativity, all that self doubt, all those voices that go through your head have to be calmed. And it's not easy. And this is where Source wants us to hold on and put our full trust and faith in the divine. Now, whoever that might be for you, if you put your full trust in the divine will help you. Okay? And it doesn't always come in ways that we expect, because the divine doesn't work in the physical, but works through others. Today specifically for myself, I was feeling a little crappy as I'm going through my own situation, and I was watching TV, and a commercial came on, and the speaker said two certain things that really stuck with me that I knew was the divine giving me encouragement to hold on. And basically, that's what the woman in the commercial had said, was to hold on and not to give up. And that's what I was asking the divine at that very moment. So this is how it works. You have to look for the responses and the answers in the everyday ordinary. They're there. You just have to look for them. And you have to ask with an open heart. The divine always answers us. A lot of the times we might not always like the answer. We might not always like what the divine is assigning for us to do. But if we do follow what the divine asks, the promise is that we will receive everything we ever wanted and even better. But we have to keep moving forward. We have to keep strong. We can't allow negative thoughts and negative people to discourage us. This is why it's so important to seek out channels like this. Whether it's this channel, there's hundreds of channels out there like this. Where you can find a community to connect with, where you can find a person that can guide you. That's what these channels are for. This is why the divine has asked certain people to do this, to help others along this journey, you know, and not through proselytization. It's done through example. It's never forced. Okay, we're not having open house, and not everyone can join on this journey because it takes work, you know. And it's not that they can't; it's they might not want to, or they just have so much negative uh, crap from the third dimension that's so deeply embedded in them that they haven't released, that they're living in a total different existence. They're living in an existence of lack, of slavery, being a slave to the dark, being a slave to the rich corporations, making them work 24/7, you know, forcing them to carry a phone around so they could be on call 24/7. I mean, people are slaves, and slaves for what? Money? Money in a finite world? We're only here for a certain number of years and then it's over. So, what good is all that money going to do? Especially if you have it and you don't share it. The divine blesses people with money in order for them to share it. And a lot of the times they don't realize it. With rich people, the divine is giving you a test. What are you doing with all the abundance that the divine has provided for you? It didn't come from you, it came from the divine. And now you have a choice. You could either do good things with that money or you could do bad things with that money. That's where it boils down to your spirituality, your belief. It's all free will. We all have a choice. But remember, everything has a consequence. You do good, good returns. You do bad, bad returns. And both tenfold. So it's up to us. If we want good things, we have to do the work within ourselves, within our everyday life, with the people that we surround ourselves with. A lot of times this journey can be very lonely and it's sad because we have to give up on a lot of people and move forward in order for us to grow. Because unfortunately, many people like us get stunted by those we have in our life, especially family members. And that's intentionally done. Again, it's no accident that this is happening. Right before you're about to make your biggest breakthrough is when the dark forces double down and really start creating all kinds of chaos in your life to discourage you. And that's when you got to hold tight and hang on to the divine. Hang on to the promise. Okay. Hang on to the knowing that you are going to get through this. You are. You just have to hang on. You have to have strength. You have to have faith. And lean on the divine. Call on the divine, whoever that is for you. Call on them. Call on the angels and saints. They will help you. Okay, we have a full moon coming up, I believe is on the 7th, and this is a time for a manifestation. If you have anything that you're looking to manifest, now is the time to do it. Get in touch with Goddess Diana. She is the goddess of the moon. Get yourself some full moon incense and meditate and ask her for things that you want. Now, everything is delivered in divine timing. It doesn't mean because you ask it's going to happen tomorrow. Okay? It takes work. We have to get in sync, in vibration with the universe, with the deities, with the angels and saints. And how do we do that? By maintaining who we are, maintaining your integrity, being honest, being generous, helping others, caring for others, guiding others. This is how it's done. If we practice that every day and we do it continuously, okay, doesn't mean you do it for a week and you get sick of it and you stop. That's a no-no because now you have to start all over again. And don't do it because you want something or you feel obligated. If it doesn't come from your heart, there's no sense in doing it because it's not going to work and you won't succeed at it. You have to truly want to find your way on this journey. Okay? During my channeling with the divine this morning, there was a song that came to my head that I'm going to place in the description box. Uh, and he or she asks that you listen to the song. And the promise is, if you listen, you will find a message in there. There's no forcing. Again, you have free will. It's there for you. It's your choice. It's what you do with it. And the results you'll receive from it is how you interact with it. So I want to thank all who have stopped by today to visit with me. I'm glad to have you here. I appreciate all of you. And I send blessings upon everyone. And we'll see you again soon. Take care.